Got no buttons in, and let's go ahead. You're gonna have your right palm facing you, your left palm facing forward. And let's just bend and straighten the elbows. Good. Warming up the shoulders, elbows. Now you're going to be turned out slightly. You're going to first bend up, then squat down, stand up, lower down. So you add in that extra bit of work. Good. For 4 more. 3, 2. Last one, we're gonna pause down in the squat. Good, now lower your arms to a 90-degree angle. You're still in your squat. And now from here, let's just lift and lower the heels. Lift and lower. Now, if this kind of reverse grip is too much, Kim, try to get your knees to go up instead of forward. Yeah. Hips stay still for 3. So if this reverse grip is too much, you can always just have both palms facing the ceiling. 1, staying in your squat here, see if you can get a little bit lower. And now we're just gonna rotate and rotate. Rotate. Now, as you do this rotation, you wanna make sure that it's just the ribs. The pelvis stays still for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Rotate back to center, stand up tall, bring the legs in. Now, we're gonna have switch your grip. So now, left hand faces back, right hand faces forward, and bend your elbows to a 90-degree angle. Oh, sorry, past 90 and back down. Good. The same, just different. Good. And for 5, 4, 3, 2, and on this one, pause with your elbows bent. Now, it's bring the leg to tabletop, place it back down. So you're bringing that leg up and up, up, up. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and place the foot down. Lower to a 90-degree angle. Stick the tailbone out. Bend your right leg up and kick back. Kick back. If you need to change your grip, that's fine. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Now kick the leg back and place it down on the ground. Lower your armbar down and go ahead and switch your grip. So both palms are facing forward with your arms straight. Both palms facing forward. You're in your lunge position. Bend the elbows, bend that front knee on top of the ankle and rotate towards the front knee. Go, just bringing that, whichever side is back, right side's back, towards that left knee. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate back to center. Bring the feet together. You're going to be in a lower the arms down. You're in a bit of a squat. Switch your grip again. I know you're going to be so sick of switching grips constantly, but it's good for the shoulders. And now you're going to pull up. Pull up. You're in your squat. Get that tailbone sticking back. Spine is in neutral. Pull your core in. 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 5, 4, 3, 2, bend up and hold. Now squat lower and up. These little pulses here. Now, your shoulder blades should be pulling down and slightly towards each other. This is getting into the neck. Go ahead and lower those arms all the way down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up tall. Lower the arms down. Round the shoulders forward and back. Good. Now, you're going to take your opposite leg, step it back behind you. Opposite leg. Good. Bend your elbows up. Bend down to a 90-degree angle. Stand back up. So you're just bending your back knee down, straightening it up. Back knee down and up. Down and up. Down and up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down and hold. Now your palms should be facing the ground. If they aren't, that's fine, and you can do this. It'll just be a smaller range of motion. You bring your elbows up in line with your shoulders, lower them back down. Up, then down. Up, then down. Up, then down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your elbows down. Bring your feet together. Stand up tall. Let the arms drop. You're going to take an inhale here. Exhale, look down the nose, round your spine forward, bringing the arm bar down to the ground. Then once you're down, once your arm bar is down on the ground, you're just going to bend your knees to come to a sitting position. And you're going to bring that arm bar to rest just on your hips. And you're sitting up on those sits bones. The arm bar is in between. Yep, just resting near those hip flexors. And just from here, you're just going to rotate and reach it back. Just get the back warmed up a little bit in this rotation, sitting. And you should keep your weight even on both sits bones. Rotate and rotate. Then you're going to come back to center. Straighten your legs out. You're sitting up tall. Let's go ahead. You're going to have your palms facing the ground. And you're going to just do this circular rowing. Circular rowing. Now, the important thing with this is shoulders don't come up into your ears. Now, if your shoulders are bothering you, do this without the arm bar. You're still getting that movement for your arm bones. For 3, 2, then we're going to change directions. You come up, bend your elbows in, push down and away. Good. Good. For 3, 2, 1. Now, arms are straight. You're going to hinge back. I'm sorry, arms are bent in. Back is straight. You hinge back. Do those rowing again, but now you're going to straighten those arms forward all the way. Lift them up. Bend them in. Lower down. Again, shoulders are bothering you at all. Place the arm bar down. For 3, 2, 1. Change direction of those circles. Forward, bend in. Forward, bend in. Good. Forward, bend in. For 3, 2, 1, and come all the way up. Scoot forward. You're going to come and you're going to lie down on your back. Knees are going to be bent. And you're just going to let the arm bar rest on your hips. Palms are facing the ceiling. We're going to lift your hips up. Lower your hips down. Lift your hips up. Lower your hips down. Lift and lower. Keeping that arm bar still. Lift and lift. For 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, lift and hold. Good. Now you're just resting your hands on the arm bar so it stays still. You're not putting any pressure on your hip flexors. You're going to just straighten your right leg. Lift the leg up, lower the leg down. The hands are just keeping that arm bar still in space. And lower. Lift and lower. For 3, 2, 1. Bend your right knee, place that foot down. Lower your hips down. Bring the arm bar straight up towards the ceiling. In line with your shoulders, then you're going to reach it above the head, bring it back towards the ceiling. Reach it above the head, bring it back towards the ceiling. Good. So just getting Some shoulder activation. Good, for 2 more. 1 and 2. Then bring the armbar to rest back down on the hips. And just bring your hands off for a second and just find the back of your head. Let it rest into the ground. You're not forcing it, but let your neck turn off as if you have sandbags in the back of your skull. And just allow your ears, your left ear to rotate towards the ground, moving that sandbag towards the ears. And then bringing that skull back to center, and then rotate to the right. Bring it back to center, rotate to the left. So just allowing the back of your skull to be nice and heavy. Let the neck turn off. And then from here, everybody, you're gonna bring your fingers to right behind your ears. If you open your jaw, you'll feel more space created for your finger. But that's where your finger is gonna rest for a second, both fingers on underneath each ear. And you're just gonna feel how this is where the nod, so you're gonna look down your nose. This is where you initiate flexion, is from this nod right behind your ears. This is your C1. So you wanna really get those deep neck flexors to initiate so you don't have to strain your neck. So you're just gonna bring your chin down, bring it back up, and just feel this is where flexion starts. It doesn't start down by your traps. Last one. And then go ahead, grab your arm bar again. Reach the arms straight up towards the ceiling. Now what you're gonna do, initiate flexion by bringing your chin down towards your chest, looking down your nose, and then roll up and then back down. Let your heavy skull come back down. Look down, come up. So we're just doing these little crunches. Look down, starting with those deep neck flexors. Look down. Good, for 2. Hold here. Good, hold, hold, hold. Bring the arm bar so it's reaching over the knees. Hold, see if you can crunch up. We're gonna do little crunches. Now these crunches, you draw the sternum down and exhale, 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 exhale. Pull the shoulder blades down, exhale. For 3, 2, 1, and you're gonna just lower the arm bar onto your hips, lower your head and shoulders down, lift your hips back up. Place your hands on the arm bar. So your hips, the arm bar is just resting on your pelvis. You're in your bridge. Now straighten your left leg. And you're gonna lift and lower your left leg. If you've already done your left leg, do your right leg. Just make sure you're doing your opposite leg. Lift and lower. Lift, lift. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bend your knee, place the foot down, lower your hips all the way down, and let's just go ahead, bring the straps all the way into the home. Let's put in a button on each side. So once you have a button in on each side, you're gonna reach those arms straight up towards the ceiling. Now, you're straight up towards the ceiling, and then you're just gonna bring that arm bar kind of above the head, and you should be pressing from the pinky side of your hand a little bit more, pressing from underneath the shoulder blades. Good, and then you're gonna bring your legs to tabletop. Good, and then reach the legs forward, bend them back in. Now, if you can keep your spine in neutral for this, great. If it gets to be too much, then you're going to go ahead and flatten out your low back. So by pressing in underneath the shoulder blades, the load goes into your ribs, kind of your serratus and your scapula, and it should not go into your neck. If you're feeling this in your neck, what you're gonna do is just bring the arm bar down, and you're gonna be bent. Your elbows are gonna be bent, palms facing you. That's if the load is in the neck. You're gonna be holding a bicep curl. Good. For 2 more, 1. Now pause with those legs straight. Open the legs out to the side, bring them back to center. Open, close, open, close. Good. Open, close. 2 more, and then we're gonna go into these big leg circles. Now bring the legs together, Send them straight up towards the ceiling, separate them up at the top, circle down and around. Up through center, separate at the top, circle down and around. Up, separate, down, around. Up, separate, down, around. 2, last 1, and then change direction of your circles. Down, separate, up, around. Good. For 3, 2, last 1, and then let's go ahead and bend your legs into tabletop. Bring the arm bar towards the feet. Bring the feet out of the straps. Place that arm bar aside. Shake it all out. Come on up and do something a little different. You're going to get your foam roller, but you're not going to put it on the anchors. Not going to put it on the anchors. So grab your roller and you're going to place it on the ground without the anchors underneath it. And then you're going to place your feet back in the straps. And you're sitting on the roller. So once you're on there, the roller can move underneath you. And then you're gonna, no, go ahead and take the button out. So once you have your feet in, you again sit towards the front, lie down on your back. And so the roller can move underneath you. There are no buttons in. The arm bar is just resting on your hips. And then from here, your feet are on the ground. You can either have the palms facing the ceiling or palms on the ground, whichever feels more secure for you. The further out to the side your arms are, the more support you'll get, which is fine. Lift the hips up into a bridge, push the hips back down. Your hands are on the ground. So you just lift and lower in this bridge. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and on this one, let's lift and hold. Now bring your arms up towards the ceiling. Good, and now bring the hands down on to the motor, arm bar. Palms are facing the ground, bring the arms up. Now, lower your hips back down. It's gonna be a little harder to balance. You gotta keep your shoulders drawn down. You're gonna bring your right leg to tabletop and push forward and back. Push forward and back. Good. So we've added a level of instability with having the foam roller moving underneath you. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, pause with that leg straight. Now lift the arm bar above the head, bring it back towards the ceiling. Lift the arm bar above the head, bring it towards the ceiling. Above and ceiling, above and ceiling. So you have to really consider the spine pressing into the roller evenly. 2, now keep that arm bar above the head, bend your knee. Place that foot on the ground. Reach the arm bars up as you crunch up, lower back down. So the arm bar initiates the movement. Your eyes follow the arm bar as you crunch up, lower back down. Crunch up, lower down. Crunch up, lower down. Last 2. This is 1, 2, and lower everything down. Bring the arm bar back above the head. Bring the left leg to tabletop. Reach that left leg forward and back. Forward and back. And check in with your spine. Check in with your pelvis. If you find yourself rolling to one side, take a second and reconnect in. Good, as you reach forward and in. Forward and in. For 5, 4, 3, 2. If you find yourself falling off, just reestablish that connection and pause with the legs straight. Leg is straight out in front of you. Reach the arm bar a little bit higher above the head, and you're going to lift and lower that left leg. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. For 3, 2, 1, and bend the knees. Bring the arm bar all the way down. Bring your feet out of the straps. Good, and place that arm bar aside. So just wanting to try a little bit of instability in a different way. And you can come off your motor, your foam roller, grab your anchors, and we're going to be putting the arm bar in the roller, creating the motor, and your arm bar is going to be in front of you. So you get your anchors. Remember, you want a finger's width between the front and the back. Then we're going to place the arm bar in, facing forward. And don't forget to put your lid on. Yeah, you got your anchors in. And let's go ahead and put a button in on each side as well. You want a hand's length between you and the edge of the motor. You're sitting up tall, and you're just going to start by pulling back. Pull back. Pull back. Pull back. Good. Just let that chest open. For 3, for 2, and then you're going to pull back and hold. Then you roll back into a C curve, or you can hinge back, but your hands stay still. You don't pull into the springs, or sorry, the straps at all. Your shoulders move, but you keep the load in the shoulders. So yeah, good, Cam. The hands don't move. The load does not change. For 3, for 2, last one, and hold back. Now reach the arms forward. Palms are facing the ground. Lift the right arm up, then the left arm. Right arm. Now, if this one button in is too much, you can always take a button out. This is about getting your shoulder blade to draw down your spine. And imagine it, my left sit bone's rolling down to meet my left shoulder blade is rolling down to meet my right sit bone. So it's kind of dragging down and across. You want to squeeze that glute as you lift it up. One more on each side. 1, 1. Now, palms are going to turn to face each other. Bend your elbows in, stack up tall. Your elbows are staying bent in. Roll back or hinge back. Come up. Roll back or hinge back, whichever feels better for your body. Your elbows are bent in at your side. Roll back or hinge back. Come up. Roll back or hinge back. 3 more. 3, 2. And on this one, roll back or hinge back and hold. Reach your right arm forward. Bend your right arm in as you rotate to the right. And then reach forward again. That right arm movement. In. In. Good. In. In. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch. Bend the right arm in. Now left arm straightens and pulls and rotates. Left arm. Left arm. Good. And Fabiano, when you bring that left arm in, make it narrow. Bring it close to your body. Yeah, that elbow comes in close. For 3, for 2. Last one, everybody. Now bend both elbows in. Rotate back center. Roll back a little bit deeper. Tilt that pubic bone a little bit further. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Go ahead and release those straps. Come to an all fours position. And we're just gonna round the spine up, extend the spine back. Round and extend. Round and extend. Okay, without putting any feet in the straps, you're gonna grab close to where your D ring is. That's so you're not holding the strap towards the end, you're actually holding the strap near your carabiner with your right hand. And then you're gonna bring your right knee onto the motor. And then your left leg is gonna straighten back and rest on the ground. So your right hand is holding the strap, right knee is on the motor. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna pull your right arm to your side. Now, there's still a button in, and if you find that to be too heavy, you can also make a fist with your hands. If that feels more comfortable to make a fist onto the ground, but you're pulling back. Now, as you pull that arm back, see if you can lift your left leg. Lift, lift. And you want to try to get your right knee and right leg to relax so you can just sink into the bone, can sink into the motor. For 3, for 2, last 1. Now, bring your left foot forward and onto the ground. And then you're going to grab the strap with your left hand as well. So both hands are going to be in the strap now, and you're going to come up. So you're in this kind of lunge kneeling position. Turn your palms to face forward, bend and straighten the elbows. Bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, pause with your elbows bent. Now draw your shoulder blades down. We're gonna try this here. You're gonna move slowly. You're gonna tap your foot on, bring your foot off. That front foot taps on, then off. On, then off. Now, if that tap is too much for you, you can tap, you can just lift and lower the heel. Just to work the balance a little bit, tap on and off. Last one. And lower the arms down, turn the palms to face behind you, hinge forward, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring the arm bar, bring the straps all the way in. Let the straps go. Bring your hands back down onto the ground. You're going to send your left leg back, bring your right knee off the motor, and so now you're in a plank. So you're in your plank, holding here. Draw your shoulder blades down. You're going to bend your left knee up, tap the motor, send it back behind you. Right knee, tap the motor, send it back. You're just tapping the inside with each knee. Inside of the knee, taps the motor. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now bring your left knee onto the motor, or your opposite knee. Your left hand or your opposite hand is going to grab the strap, and you're going to just remember by the carabiner, and you're going to pull that strap to your side. Now, as you pull the strap to your side, you're going to lift your right leg. Lift, lift. Arm pulls to your side, leg lifts. Opposite leg. Good. Up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, put your hand into the strap. Bring that back leg forward so you can come up into your lunge position. Now, you're going to bend your elbows to a 90-degree angle. You're going to lift your elbows forward to keep that 90-degree angle. Bring your fingertips towards the ceiling. Up and up. Good. Up. For 4, 3, 2. Now, 1, keep the elbows down at your side. Hinge forward, turn your palms to face behind you now, and same thing. Except for now, you're bending and straightening the elbows doing triceps. Your shoulders are taking on that isometric contraction that your biceps just were doing. Kind of cool. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring the hands all the way back into the straps. Let them go. Now, what you're going to do is just straighten your back leg and then bring your feet on either side of your motor. Come up, shake that all out. Good. Inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, look down the nose, round the spine forward, bring your hands down on the motor, and just alternate. Bend one knee, then the other knee. Just let that back kind of relax a bit. And then you're going to build your spine back up. Good. And while we're here, just take your motor and you're going to just turn it so that the arm bar is now behind you. And we're going to put in both buttons and lie down on your back. So if you want to get your pad, we're just going to put some feet in straps, getting a stretch without having to strain your shoulders. So you're going to put both feet in the straps. Both buttons are in on both sides. And then once you're down on your back, we're going to put your feet in the straps. And once you have your feet in, you can just start lowering and lifting those legs. Lower down, lift up. Lower and lower. Good. Just getting the hamstrings to relax a little bit. Let your low back get a bit of a stretch. Get a stretch in those hamstrings and then make them work. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and pause if those legs reaching forward. Then you're going to bend your knees in, push your legs straight. Bend your knees in, push your legs straight. Now, we're going to add in an open and a close. You press your legs straight, you open, you close. Bend the knees in, push the legs straight. Open, close. Bend in, press forward. Open, close. Bend in, press forward. Open, close. Bend in, press forward. Open, close. Last 2. Open, close. Bend in, push forward, open, close. Now, keep your legs together, and we're going to just lower and lift your right leg. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower, good, lift. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring your legs side by side. Now lower and lift the left leg, keeping that right leg still. Lower and lift. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. For 3, 2, 1, and bring your feet together. Bend your knees in towards your chest. And just let your spine come up a little bit if that pressure feels okay in your back. And then you can bring one foot out, then the other foot out. Now the bottom of your feet are going to come together. Your knees are going to open out to the side. Chest is going to open out to the side by opening your arms. Get a stretch here. Bring your knees together. Bring yourself up. Good, now you have your arm bar behind you. Take out a button on each side, or 2 if your shoulders are feeling a little tired. You're going to place those hands in those straps. Take your time, join in when you are ready. And it just feels good to lie on that motor sometimes. Hands are going to be in the straps. You can have your feet on the ground. You can have your knees bent. You can sit cross-legged. Just know that the cross-legged is going to be probably the most challenging for your balance. But knees bent, hinge forward, reach forward, back in. So when your elbows are what are moving up and down, your elbows reach up to be in line with your shoulders, then your elbows drop down towards your hips. Up, then down. Up, then down. For 5, 4, 3. Fabiana, see if you can separate your knees a little bit more and bring your feet further in front of you. Yep. And then pause with those arms reaching forward. Open and close. Good. Open and close. Open those arms, close those arms. Open those arms, close the arms. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and arms stay forward. 3 circles each direction. 3, 2, 1, 3 the other direction. 3, 2, 1, and bring the arms all the way in. Bring the hands out. Just round forward and move your shoulders. Let the neck relax. Good. Come to an all fours position with your feet up against your arm bar. And so you can do a couple cat cows here. Your feet are up against the arm bar. Round the spine up. Extend the spine back. Round the spine up. Extend the spine back. Good. Last one, round up. Now, if you had a button in, you're going to take the buttons out. You're going to bring both of your hands into the straps and come back to your all fours position. Okay. You're going to take your left leg, you're going to straighten it over the arm bar behind you. Your left leg is over the arm bar behind you. Now, reach your right arm forward. Float your left leg up. You're going to turn so your thumb is towards the ceiling. You bend the knee, bend the elbow, reach the arm and leg forward. So you're doing this watchdog, but your right arm is strapped. Your left leg is not. For 5, 4, you can always take the hand out of the strap. 3, 2, keep the arm straight, leg straight. Now open and close. Open, close. Open, close. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the hand down, bring the knee back down. Push yourself back into a child's pose, and with those straps, just press your hands forward onto the ground. Let your shoulders relax a little bit. And then come back up to your all fours. Round your spine and extend your spine. Now you're going to send your right leg back. Float it up. Reach your left arm forward. Bye, Fabiana. Bend your knee in, bend your elbow in. Reach the arm forward, reach the leg forward. Bending in. Good. Okay, and push your back of your head towards the ceiling. Good. Remember, everyone, don't let that skull reach towards the ground. You want it kind of, your ears in line with your shoulders, if not slightly above them. For 3, 2, keep the arms straight, legs straight. Open and close. Open, close. Open, close. For 3, for 2, 1. And place the hand down, place the knee down. Bring the straps all the way back into their pegs. Shake everything out. Nicely done. So now you're just going to sit on your arm bar or sit on your motor. Does not matter which side. We're going to end up doing a stretch for the neck because we did so much loaded movement. So what you're going to do first is grab your arm bar with whichever hand is closest to the arm bar, and then you scoot as far away from it. You can even switch so you're gripping it with just your fingers. so that you're sitting up tall. Then you're gonna add a little bit of a side bend away from the armbar. And you're gonna let the ear that is furthest from the armbar come down towards your shoulder. So you're getting this traction. Good, and then you're gonna start to turn and look over your outside shoulder, trying to bring the side of the chin down towards it. So you're not looking up, you're looking towards the ground because you're still in that lateral flexion. Good, and then rotate back to center. Bring your head all the way up. Now, you're still holding that traction. Now, lean away, not with the neck. And then you're gonna turn and look over your inside shoulder. You're not side bent. You're just leaning with your torso a little bit away. And you're turning to look over your inside shoulder. And then rotate back to center. Shake that all out. And then let's turn to the other side. So all you have to do is flip around. New inside hand grabs the motor armbar. You get as far away as you can, or you can just still grip and sit up on those sit bones. Then you bring that outside ear towards the outside shoulder. Good. And then you start to look over your outside shoulder. Good. Bring that head back to center. Bring your skull on top. Sit up tall. Reestablish that side bend lean, but now it's happening from the ribs instead of the neck. And then you're gonna look over your inside arm. Rotate back to center. Let that arm bar go. Shake it all out. Happy Monday, y'all. Great job.